Hi, I'm Todd Weiler, State Senator for District 23. One of the bills I'm running this session is Senate Bill 119, which deals with access to controlled substance database. About 19 years ago, the legislature created a controlled substance database. If you go to your doctor and receive a prescription for a controlled substance like Oxycontin or morphine, your name will go into that database along with your prescription. And that database is used by doctors and pharmacists to make sure that people are not prescription shopping or that they're not getting more prescriptions than they should. However, it's also used by law enforcement. And what I've recently learned is that law enforcement has been abusing that database in certain circumstances. When the database was created, Governor Leavitt warned that he felt like it might be abused and that further legislation would be needed to control access to the database. Recently, two incidents have come to light. First of all, in Vernal, a police officer used the database to find out who in his community had a certain prescription for a drug that he was addicted to. He went to their home and he stole the drugs from them. Also in Salt Lake County, in Cottonwood Heights, there was an ambulance from a fire department that turned up missing some vials of morphine. And so the police opened a criminal investigation and they used the database to rifle through, on a fishing expedition, the records of almost 500 firefighters. And they didn't find any evidence related to the missing morphine, but they still went ahead and proceeded with charges against two of the firefighters. One of the firefighters came and testified to our Judiciary Committee last week. He testified that even though he had valid prescriptions, he had recently had double knee replacement and an on-the-job back injury, and even though all of his doctors knew about each other and knew about his prescriptions, he was charged with 14 felonies. He was arrested in front of his wife and his teenage daughter. He was humiliated, he was suspended from work, and he incurred over $40,000 in legal fees to clear his name. And although he was found not guilty, it takes a long time to get your good name back. My bill will require law enforcement to go to court and get a search warrant or a court order establishing probable cause. And here's the reasoning. If a police officer showed up at your home and wanted to look in your medicine cabinet, and you said no, he would have to or she would have to go and show probable cause and get a search warrant. And I'm going to impose that same standard on your electronic medicine cabinet of probable cause. That's what Senate Bill 119 does. I hope you'll support it.